I'm here to rethink the layout of this house, but first I'm meeting the agent. I had a look at the property details earlier, and this place is a bit of a puzzle. Such a beautiful day today that I came down to the beach, thought I'd have a look at the plans of the house. This place is less than a mile from that tiny, awkward little house with no garden. So here it is, let's see what we've got. Well, it's a bit tired on the outside, and inside it's pretty tired too. But that's all easily fixed. The main problem is there's no garden, just this side passageway, and then the bathroom is downstairs. When we look at the floor plan, really going to be no space upstairs, I'd imagine. Downstairs, the kitchen's tiny, and then the lounge diner at the front of the house is very narrow. Let's go meet Charlie, have a look around the house.
Spokes hum like whispers in the wind.
No, didn't see it, but block, you're in. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good. This is Oliver, he's doing a bit of filming.
You okay?
Alright. Okay, so it turns out doing a house viewing, filming and audio all in one go is quite hard, so I'm doing a voiceover afterwards. This bit of the room, in the front living room, was particularly narrow. I think a modern sofa in there would feel quite tight and cramped. And the stair going up in the corner there, that works quite well. It's quite steep but compact. Through this little narrow kitchen and out into the back here, where very tight space, big enough for wheelie bins. Sunny, I suppose, south-facing at certain times of the day, and then through with this bad bit of filming into the bathroom, which is at the back of the house. It's got a window at the back into a shed, through the kitchen with a range that's way oversized for the house, and then up the stairs, where this is the best part of the house, I think, nice and light and bright. This front window, see the light coming in here, nice low windowsill, which always makes the room feel bigger. And then through into this back bedroom where there was a good view, or a relatively good view across the roofs into a spire of an old monastery. After visiting the property, which actually turned out to be a little smaller than I imagined, the standard solutions to these kind of houses I don't think are going to work. For instance, putting a bathroom upstairs clearly isn't going to work. It's going to eat one of the bedrooms. Downstairs, this front living room was quite narrow, and a sofa in there, a modern sofa in there, would feel quite cramped. This space, when you went through the kitchen into the bathroom and into the backyard, felt very tight. Also, no garden, just this side passage, good for wheelie bins, was not great, and it was quite dark and felt quite enclosed with the garages at a higher level behind the property. The staircase was in the corner here, pretty steep, but actually takes up not much room. If you replaced it with a new modern stair, it would take up a lot more space. Sticking with the existing stair is a good option. So downstairs, the standard solution would be to knock down what's there, replace it with a kitchen extension, but that's going to cost around £80,000, which on a house worth around £200,000 doesn't make a lot of sense. But I suppose it is an option, and how it could work would be probably squeeze a bathroom in there, because you wouldn't want to put the bathroom in the extension. So squeeze the bathroom in that space, and then you get a lounge at the front. I think the problem with this is that you've still got a small living room and quite a small kitchen space on the back, and you've spent a lot of money. Upstairs, there were some good opportunities, I thought, just because of the light, morning sun, evening sun, and then there was this view across the rooftops to the spire of an old nunnery. Not too far away. So the puzzle is, how do you change this house when the standard solutions like an upstairs bathroom and a rear extension don't really work for space and financial reasons? How do we work with the existing space? And as I've thought about it, I had an idea. Upstairs was the brightest and lightest space, so I thought, that flat roof's a garden, that's a roof terrace. So I thought about just flipping the house. We then get one large room on the top floor, and then we get a nice open room that opens out onto the sunny roof terrace. So this is a south-facing roof terrace. You get a view. It'd be a great place to be. This space could be set up with a kitchen here, and then a living room in front of the house, and space for a dining table, and then doors opening out onto the terrace. The benefit of this is you get the biggest possible space within this house. Full width and full depth. And whilst downstairs you do have a similar sort of depth. It's narrower at the front, and you have to have this circulation space that runs through from the front door through into the back of the house. So let's have a look at the ground floor layout in a bit more detail. We could have a good bedroom here with maybe a crystal glass sort of screen here, so you sort of feel a bit of space when you come in. You have a curtain to pull for sort of privacy, but in a small house, it's probably not a big issue. You could tuck the bathroom in here then, with its own window, have a back door in here, and this room, that's big enough for a bed, like a cozy nook bed at the end. Keep the stair where it is. You got a washing machine in here, back door there, bathroom, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, living room, kitchen, upstairs in one space, and a roof terrace on here. I think that would be a pretty good solution. So that seems to work well. Come in the front door, come in through the door on the right, a crystal screen into a bedroom, plenty big enough for a double bed, and a wardrobe across the back, past and under the stair, bathroom with its own window, through into what is currently the kitchen, washing machine tucked in here, a back door, and then a door into a bedroom with a cozy bed at the end, and then use the shed at the end as a shed. When you go up the stairs, you just come into one big room. You could replan the stairs and make them a bit less steep, perhaps, and put some winders here so they sort of turn around the corner. Just have to look at headroom down below. Existing stair is quite steep, but if you don't move it, you don't need to change it. And then you get this nice open plan space on the top with probably enough space here for a chair or two looking onto the roof terrace in the winter. And then these doors open up, maybe that panel slides that way, and you go out onto a nice big roof terrace, have a barbecue at the end, table and chairs and sun lounges. And then as screening, you'd have a sort of a 1.8 meter, 6 foot high wall around this edge, and then some high-ish planters with planting in to give you some privacy and privacy to the neighbours as well. And you come from a small house. I've used the same area as the existing house, 54 square meters, no extensions, just a bit of a rejig of what's there. So after flipping the layout, this is how it starts to feel. It's amazing how you can take an idea forward with a pencil and a bit of imagination. So this first view looking down on the roof terrace with the decking and the big roof window into the new space. And then at night time, maybe as another option with a pergola over the top. It begins to look like a really nice space. View across the roof terrace into the space. Plenty of space for a table. You can see through into a kitchen. And then from the terrace lower down, looking into the room, roof lights above, view right through to the front so you can see through the house. And then a view from inside looking out onto the roof terrace with the screen wall and the planting. And then downstairs, the idea of a crystal window into the master bedroom would just open up that space. What's so enjoyable for me about redesigning these little terrace houses is that one big idea can make a massive difference. Just by flipping the house upside down, living upstairs where the sun, the light and the views are would make it a beautiful place to be. Maybe it's a model for all small terraced houses that don't have a rear garden. If you're looking at a property or you've got a Rightmove link you'd like me to have a look at, then send it through. There's a link in the description.
Spokes hum like whispers